Welcome to the Dreamlands. We are back in the deserts of Kharak for some more multiplayer. Oof, it's been a while. I think I haven't uploaded in like close to a month or something like that. I have been extremely busy in my personal life, so but hopefully I will get back into the regular uploads that we are all used to by this time. Should have a pretty damn exciting game for you guys. We are going to be checking out a 2v2 on my absolute favorite 2v2 map, at least in terms of aesthetics. This map is my favorite in the entire pool. I love it, and we have a damn stacked lineup as well. So let's get things underway with usual player introductions. We are going to be on the... Oh, this map looks like it's east-west. That's pretty cool. So we are going to be on the east side. Starting out, this is going to be Team 2. First up, we are going to have Empty Soul taking up the left-hand spawn. A player that needs no introduction. You all know him, so I'm not even going to say squat. Playing as the pink Soban. His ally taking up the right side spawn, a player that has not been around for a very, very long time, and I would personally like to welcome him back. It is Bozocow. I believe that he appeared in one of my very, very first casts. He's quite an accomplished player, very, very skilled player. Galcian. He was around in the very earliest days of Deserts of Kharak, a competitive 1v1 player, and quite skilled at that. And then he disappeared for like 2 years and has just made his return to the Deserts of Kharak. So big shout out to Bozocow. And with that, I also want to mention that he has just started casting Deserts of Kharak as well. So if you enjoy some sweet desert action, please go check out his channel. He does some nice casts over there. You guys will enjoy them. I'll leave the link in the video description. Oh boy, action already. Not surprising. So let's do this quick here on the north side of the map. First up, we are going to have Descara, another player that absolutely needs no introduction. If you guys have been around for a while, you know this guy. If you're new to the scene, he has been consistently the best coalition player in the entire game, pretty much for the entire run of Deserts of Kharak. I would say his only competition really is Greppy, maybe, what's his name, Garmulator. Those are probably the three top coalition players. I would give the crown to Descara just for consistency and his ability to adapt to pretty much any situation with some very well-rounded coalition play. His ally taking up the left spawn on the west side of the map, it is going to be Sharp Blade, a player that I have never had the chance to cast yet, so this will be his debut on the channel. I have played with him a few times, but I can't really tell you much about him. I don't really recall his level of skill. What have we got? We've got support cruiser first for Sharp Blade and some very early AAVs coming out from Descara. Oh, that's Sharp Blade as well. So Descara and Sharp Blade both with very early AAVs. Descara going for an early artifact grab as well as popping a turret. Nice turret placement there. Going to cover the backside and going to use both of their AAV forces to escort this base runner in. We've got a forward production cruiser from Bozocow spewing out a bunch of skimmers. No upgrades just yet for Descara. Where's Sharps? I swear he had some. There he is. So no upgrades yet for any of the units. Already some very, very early heavy railguns from Bozocow. Nicely done. That is going to force the smoke from Descara, and he is going to back across those dunes. So what was this? 4 skimmers, assuming he did not lose any, directly into heavy railguns. So a good read on Bozocow for the tech of choice. Looks like a nice split is going to happen. One AAV going to protect the flank. Sharp Blade with double turrets at his natural. That's interesting. And... oh, that's his third. Pardon me. So Sharp Blade being super greedy. What have we got from Bozocow? Saturated his main long-hauling resources from his first wreck bulkhead and being hyper-aggressive with that production cruiser. Forward skimmers and railguns. Empty Soul saturated his main long-hauling from his first wreck bulkhead. He's got an ALM fence up, and it looks like he has a pretty big force of LAVs, and now putting heavy railguns, or pardon me, just standard railguns onto the field. These LAVs are going to run into something they don't want any part of. Do we have upgrades yet? Yeah, we do. We've got armor upgrades, so Empty Soul is just going to bum rush the turret. He's going to be able to take it down for the cost of 1 LAV, so that's a good trade for him. Scouting probe up. Meanwhile, Descara with the AAVs, he must have armor upgrades. No, that's shocking. So no armor upgrades, just 3 AAVs going to barrel directly through the middle of the map and come and put a little bit of pressure onto Bozocow's main. While support cruiser hits the field for Empty Soul, a couple of salvagers already go down. Now this is going to force both carriers as well as the production cruiser and all of Bozocow's forces back. Oof! Taken a number of casualties already for the cost of 1 AAV. That was, I think, 3 salvagers gone down. Going to use that smoke wisely, block line of sight to these railguns, and keep putting as much damage as they can onto these salvagers. They are going to get cleaned up, however. We do have 2 power in weapons on Bozocow's carrier. Meanwhile, Empty Soul on the other side of the map going to go for a little bit of a flank. Descara going to cut him off with some AAVs. However, the sheer power of the LAV, we've got damage upgrades as well now. They are actually going to take down one of those AAVs and a second one for sure. Look at all these AAVs on the field now.
Check sensors for position.
Descara pulling back all of his forces to protect against this flank. A couple of units go down, and the pressure is on from Empty Soul. Going to be reinforced by Bozocow now on this left flank. Skimmers and assault railguns as well. Heavy railguns hanging back to join the fray at a later time. Second production cruiser hits the field for Bozocow, and it looks like he's got the production cruiser refinery mode, so directly into a 3-base economy. Empty just set up his second. Sharp Blade on a 3-base economy, damn near anyway. Looks like Descara is going to see this off. He just has so many damn units on the field. Look at this. Couple base runners as well. Is that both Descara? Yeah, it is. 2 base runners. A handful of AAVs, a handful of railguns, a support cruiser on the field, and he is pretty much at 3-base economy. Similarly for Sharp Blade, he's got his carrier, like Descara, positioned between both his wreck bulkheads, and a support cruiser at first. What is Sharp Blade doing? Oh, nuke rush. So he is about to get power level 5. That's pretty damn cool, actually. Using Descara's macro to basically allow him to sit back here safely, go for some greed, macro up. He's got a handful of LAVs on the field. Did he throw that 1 AAV he had, or the couple AAVs that he had in the dumpster? Nope, they're over here supporting Descara. Still no upgrades. I find that shocking. Finally, armor upgrades for Descara's AAVs, as well as railguns. Nice, big engagement about to kick off over on this side. Numbers advantage definitely goes to Descara and Sharp Blade, but they're taking quite a bit of damage actually from these railguns. Not enough damage though. This is going to get seen off in a big way. Descara finally shuts that down, locks down the pass over the bridge on the south side. Is that the south? Yeah, it is. Turret, anti-air turret, that's a strange choice. We haven't seen a single air unit on the field.
Allied forces have begun extraction.
I like how Empty and Bozocow are working together. I like this a lot. Leveraging the strength of having sand skimmers backing up LAVs. So that's pretty damn cool. Backed up, of course, by assault railguns and heavy railguns. They're going to come in here, clean up that turret almost. Yeah, dude. They pop it. Oh, and now they've seen the monster carrier that Sharp Blade has got. He's going to pull it forward to see those units off. They must have a read on what his play is now, because he only has a handful of AAVs, handful of LAVs, and a monstrously powerful carrier. We've got a cruise missile. Where's it at? Directly on Bozocow's main. Oh!
Systems online.
Poof. Nicely done, though, actually. Bozocow gets half of his salvagers out in time, so a cruise missile for 3 salvagers, not a good trade in my opinion.
Moving to extract resources.
Advanced contact.
Sharp Blade and Descara now answering Bozocow and Empty Soul's play by coming together onto the north side of the map. Bozocow and Empty Soul are in a little bit of trouble here. Look at this army. They are vastly outnumbered and outgunned.
Point verified.
Invasion strike.
On the back of all of this fighting, though, Team 2 was able to deliver 3 artifacts. So that was pretty damn cool. They are in the lead big time, so this puts the onus on Team 1 to have to do something about it. They have another artifact inbound, so this is a desperation push from Sharp Blade and Descara. Wow, nicely done. Bozocow has enough units on the field reinforcing from his own territory very close to this extraction zone. He was able to decimate the vast majority of those forces while the second group was split off by Empty Soul and is currently being picked off. Suddenly the tables have turned. Look at this. So Team 1 does have 2 artifacts inbound. They're about to dunk the first one. The second one inbound shortly thereafter. They've got to close that gap. They have to do something because one more artifact and Team 2 wins the game. And suddenly they're at a complete disadvantage. They went from having a total military advantage to having their entire force decimated in a desperate push. And now they're on the back foot in a big way. Look at this. Empty Soul with mass LAV. Bozocow with mass skimmer, heavy railgun. Finally some missile ships on the field as well. A forward base runner, another cruise missile right onto Empty's main. Oof, there we go. Boom, pops the whole group of salvagers. Doesn't kill the support cruiser though, and that's pretty important. And now he's brought his monster carrier up onto the front line. Gonna try and body block this pass. Oh, he's gonna start eating some major heavy railgun fire though. Air support inbound from Descara. Nice push.
Heavy railgun destroyed by enemy forces.
Man, look at this carrier just tank everything for days and decimate this army. He is in a pretty tough spot though. He doesn't want to eat too many more railgun shots. He wants to put power into armor. There he goes. Is he going to have enough time though? This is very close. Oh god, it's going to be like 1 or 2 more shots from the railguns. Oh, that was so close. Oh man. That was just freakishly close. Nice play though. Oh! A bomber! That was a tactical bomber from Empty Soul. Drops the payload onto the carrier, but the carrier lives. All that power in armor with the self-repair. Doing wonders right there. What have we got? I gotta pay attention to the artifacts here. Oh man, it looks like Bozocow's gonna make a play for that center artifact. What is Descara doing?
Enemy turret destroyed.
Macroing up by the looks of it, going to try and support Sharp Blade. Sharp Blade did buy the time that they need to not be totally out of the game. 2 artifacts to 4, and the last artifact grabbed by Bozocow's base runner. I would save this cruise missile for that purpose. If I was this gentleman. Wait till he's like right here and can't get away. Still close enough for the travel distance not to be too damn long. Desperately trying to get his carrier out of harm's way, reinforcing with units, air support coming in from Descara, but beautiful placement on these missile ships from Bozocow. Oh, please don't be going. Ah, why, dude? No. That was the wrong choice. Macro doesn't mean squat at this point in the game. This is the only thing that matters, and yeah, he cleared that point. Did he clear it? Yeah, he did, maybe. Doesn't matter. This is the only thing that matters now, so that was a very, very poor decision on the cruise missile. And now look at this, Bozocow pushing deep into Sharp Blade. He's got a very scary army here.
Destination locked in.
Oh, what's this? Nicely done, Descara with a couple of backdoor AAVs, gonna hold that base runner off, if only for a few moments. Mass swarm of air units from Descara, gonna clean up a few of these rails. They're gonna have a little window of opportunity to do so before the missile ships get into range. Now that those are in range, this airplay is gonna get shut down for the most part. Sharp Blade has enough hit points to be able to last. Oh my god, I can't believe Descara is actually blocking this from going in. That is crazy. This is actually an insane game.
Defense alert. Support cruiser spotted.
Descara with another artifact inbound.
Assault railgun
This one was
destroyed.
popped by the looks of it, probably by this force here. Empty Soul reinforcing with more and more LAVs. Oh my god, look at this. Smoke again, and the body block with the AAVs. Beautifully done. Don't throw this AAV away, man. Oh god, I think it's too late.
Engaging incoming hostile strike.
Strike fighters! Oh, circumventing the front lines and unloading on that base runner. Are they going to get it? Oh my god, this is insane.
Hostile strike fighter down.
Target location marked. Move. Contact imminent.
If he can do this, he needs to do it now, like right now.
Completion locked in.
Sharp Blade has some strike fighters in the air. He needs to get on top of this base runner.
Hostile scanner spotted.
Bozocow moving his carrier, as well as pretty much the entire escort of sand skimmers, LAVs, missile ships. There is what you want to do. That's what you want to do with the cruise missile.
Defense.
Oh, nicely done. Beautiful play there. That's what I'm talking about.
Base runner destroyed.
Sharp Blade with the save. Nice damage on that cruise missile.
Enemy armor inbound.
That has just bought them precious moments that they need.
Allied craft destroyed by enemy skimmer taking fire.
On the back of Sharp Blade's carrier push, Descara has another artifact. Looks like it's about to go up 4-3.
Strike craft destroyed.
Basic movement.
Sharp Blade's carrier doing a very good job of thinning out all of these strike craft.
Through contact.
Bozo's skimmers coming back though to try and stop this base runner. Will it work? Nope. It is dunked, so 4-3.
Defense alert.
And now this game has evened up. This is a microwave emitter. It's got to be. Yeah, from Empty Soul all the way from downtown.
Hostile strike fighter destroyed.
Nice response from Sharp Blade though. That isn't going to do squat.
Coordinates verified.
What have we got going on here?
Enemy sensor post eliminated.
Heavy railguns, missile ships, skimmers, LAVs, all trying to block the extraction zone.
Inbound.
Location marked.
What is Bozocow doing with his carrier?
This is your captain.
Coordinates verified.
Hostile salvager eliminated.
Acknowledged.
What's going on over here? Bombers from Empty
Strike
Soul.
craft has been destroyed.
We have done been an artifact.
Doing nothing.
Secure it. Artifact
As they
extract.
typically do. Another bomber from Empty. Oh, this is a gunship now. Empty likes his weird plays, and that's one thing I really like about that player. He, like, stubbornly sticks to units which are not meta
Railgun.
and gets value out of them. So that's pretty damn cool. Another tactical bomber. Here we go.
Heretic scanner spotted. Maintain active scans.
Oof, that one hit the mark. Okay, what's happening here?
Heavy railgun
Ah.
online.
Same thing, again, round 2. So we've got a base runner from Bozocow with another artifact and a giant army protecting it.
Allied craft.
Tons of missile ships,
Forces.
LAVs, skimmers. Where's all the rails? Over here. Mass numbers of heavy railguns and a carrier body blocking this thing. The only thing that can potentially stop it is a swarm of air and a cruise missile.
Armored craft.
Oof! Oh my god, it doesn't kill it though. Nice play.
Defense alert. Support cruiser spotted.
There's too much AA here though for these strike fighters to do it. They can kill the base runner, but so many of them are going to die.
Enemy base runner.
There we go. Nicely done. Was it worth it? It has to be worth it because otherwise they lose the game. What's going on over here? Support cruisers.
Contact.
So Empty Soul is basically just on tactical bombers, gunships, and LAVs, but he's actually shockingly doing a pretty damn good job with just those units of keeping Descara out of the game. Descara's economy has been decimated by constant air harassment from Empty Soul. Meanwhile, Bozocow has been a major threat of the game, forcing Descara and Sharp Blade to basically ignore Empty Soul's shenanigans and focus on this entirely. Pretty smart play from Empty Soul,
Railgun destroyed by enemy
drawing
forces.
both players over here and then using tactical bombers and gunships to decimate Descara's economy because he is the much larger threat of these two players. Bozocow decides it's time to push. Sharpblade does not have an army.
Forces are in contact.
He has a carrier and he's got a bunch of strike fighters. Everything else has been cleaned up. Meanwhile, Bozocow has a very strong army. Empty Soul has decided it's time to push now as well.
Systems online.
LAV screening for the railguns, support from a support cruiser, as well as air support from tactical bombers and gunships. Looks like Descara is in trouble, a lot of trouble. There's not much he can do at this point, I don't think. He has 3 strike fighters and no other units on the field.
Set.
He does not have power 5 on his carrier either. Oh god, which combat should I focus on? Definitely this one. This is the more important one. We've got Bozocow with a carrier push backed up by mass heavy railguns. Sharp Blade's screwed. He's toast. Some air support from Descara coming in, going to thin out those heavy rails, but not enough. Sharp Blade is toast here and now.
Evasive movement. Watch out.
Get us moving.
How is he not dead?
Defense alert. Hostile strike fighter inbound. Get us moving. Enemy salvager destroyed.
There he goes. So Sharp Blade goes down from a very, very strong push from Bozocow. Is
Systems offline.
Descara dead? Almost. He took a
Heavy railgun destroyed.
lot of punishment. He finally has a few railguns on the field, as well as just a couple of strike fighters in the hangar.
Move in rally position as acknowledged.
No base runner on the field. So Descara's valiant last push. I think that Empty Soul and Bozocow are going to take the game. They definitely are.
Taking fire.
Carry weapon systems
So
offline.
what a game. Holy smokes. Well played to all players, and congratulations to Bozocow and Empty Soul for the victory. That was a really intense game. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. As much as I did, rather.
Committee evidence sufficient.
You know what you think in the comments. Smash a like if you enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button if you like my content. I will see you guys for the next game. I'm going to try and get back to uploading more regularly now. And yes, I will be continuing my Homeworld 1 remastered campaign playthrough.
Destroyed.
So keep your eyes peeled for that. It should be coming in the near future.
Artifact attack. Secure the holy site.
Wow, Descara. And he actually goes down to a tactical bomber payload. That was pretty funny.
Has been neutralized.
Alright guys, that's it for today. I will see you next time.